Hi, this is exciting. One of the largest triathlon events in the nation and the most competitive is coming to Omaha.
USA Triathlon's age group national championships will span 2 days. National titles will be awarded, and it's critical for top finishers specifically as we look at implications for 2017.
From USA Triathlon CEO Rob Urbach, and Barry Siff is the president of the board of directors. Thanks for stopping by,
Hi, nice
guys.
to have you here.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yes. Put this into context. This is big, right? Put this into context for us. So the age group national championships.
Sure, we have 5,000 from the best triathletes from all 50 states in the country will be descending upon Omaha in August, and we really think the city here has all the right, the energy, the soul of the city is real consistent with the ethos, I think, of the community of triathletes.
Were you looking at other events, like if you're looking like the College World Series or the swim trials, what were you saying, yeah, the temperature is right in that city?
We talk to those folks. We want to hear those testimonials, and people from the baseball world and the swimming world certainly endorsed Omaha, and we went around the country, talked to 5 or 6 different cities that requested a proposal. They all wanted that $10 million of economic impact that we bring here.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, there's a lot of people. How many people come to this event? How many?
There'll be over 5,000 racers, and each of those will bring a family member or two.
Family members, yeah. It's just huge. So how can people around here, the locals of Omaha and the surrounding communities, how can they get involved in this?
There's a lot of 2 things. Well, first, we need volunteers.
Yeah.
We'll need several hundred volunteers that'll come down and help and see the energy of the bird's eye view. Secondly, very unique this year, we're actually having a first-timer beginner or a community race that will have the same triathlon experience and the caliber race that the best in the country have. So we're having a race design for have low intimidation, a very relaxed format, for largely first-timers. We'll support with a training plan. We'll support with, if they want to swim with somebody, they can swim with somebody. They can be coached throughout. So we're not going to have the same competitive rules. And that's going to be on Sunday, a separate dedicated wave for everybody out there that thought maybe they could be a triathlete, but really didn't have the right platform to do that. So we've created that opportunity for the community.
Right up Mary's alley. Mary, that's right up your alley. I can see this right now.
Oh my,
Start
you're
training,
talking about
girl.
intimidation, and I'm like queen among them. I look at all of this video and just the effort and the discipline required. Barry, that brings us to you. You've been competing in triathlons for a couple of decades now. How did you get started in it?
In Omaha, Nebraska, 30 years ago.
And you live in Arizona now. Do you travel all over and compete, or
Yeah, I
what
do.
is it about this event that gets you into the fold?
Well, the Age Group Nationals is the event in the United States. I mean, as Rob said, 5,000, 6,000 people, the best in the world, the best in the United States and many in the world, but also a lot of beginners who will come in the community wave here in Omaha. It's really exciting. And Omaha back in the 80s and 90s had a very, very vibrant triathlon community, and I think this will bring it back.
And that's what I want to ask you about, because you would know more than anybody. How do you get started preparing and training for a triathlon? There's people out there that have never done it. What should their first step be?
Well, the biggest challenge to most people is the swim. And there are many pools around Omaha. There's a great master's program with Todd Samland, who's been doing it for 30+ years. Very, very popular. And yeah, if you get the swim down, the biking and running is good, and it's a very flat course going out of Carter Lake.
I'm going to give you a yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
No kidding. I've got cinder blocks.
We'll get you there.
I've got cinder blocks wrapped around my ankles in the swim pools.
So the Olympic Games are happening in August as well. What does that mean? What could the impact be in terms of the attention those games bring to what's happening here in Omaha?
Well, the following Thursday of the Omaha weekend, so we're racing the 13th and 14th here, and the 18th and 20th are the Olympic races. So just a few days. Omaha is almost the preview, the warm-up, the prologue for the Olympics, and we're fortunate to have by far the best women's team in the world. There's Gwen Jorgensen, who has been dominant, arguably the most dominant athlete in Olympic Games, who has won the last 12 highest level races, who's heavily favored for the gold, and that'll be a game changer for us. That kind of exposure. She'll be featured on many of the upcoming previews and telecasts. So just a few days after we warm up here in Omaha, we'll be in Rio.
Well, somebody told me you guys are going to be making a little bit of an announcement about this beginner's wave, right? What's this announcement that you're going to make that you want our viewers to know?
Sure, it's the wave we just spoke about, so that you two, are committing on air
Wait a minute.
to
This is, somebody
You just
fed me that
stepped in.
The
question.
announcement.
Somebody fed me that question. Okay, what?
So even those that have never even before now contemplated being a triathlete will now commit to joining us in a community
As a
way with the
volunteer.
support
Oh, no,
as a
that's not what you're
participant.
I do like the idea of volunteering because if our viewers are saying, like, why are we talking about this
So-
now? 2 reasons. Because if you want to give it a shot, start training now so you can really give it an honest effort, and then sign up now to be a volunteer if you don't want to be part of that
Sure,
beginner's
no,
wave.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
if you are even interested potentially,
You're like Maria's like a
even if you're
politician.
not
See how she
swimmer,
skirted that?
we have the support. There's a lot of our community is very inclusive.
Yeah.
So the triathletes in the community would embrace the
Well.
first timers and get them through that swim. Now we are swimming in Carter Lake. It's open water, so there's no lane lines, but it's going to make it a little more challenging
And
for you.
it's my birthday. Rob, you don't know
Even
this.
more
August
reason to
13th,
celebrate it.
August 13th
I'm
and
getting
14th.
you some arm
The
floaties.
USA Triathlon Age Group National Championships. This event is huge. It'll bring thousands of competitors to the city, millions of dollars in economic impact, and we're delighted to have both of you here today. Thank you. Enjoy the rest
Yeah.
of your stay in
Huge
Omaha. We'll see you
event,
again in
yeah.
a few months.
Thanks,
okay?
guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, roll